Jean-Michel Jarre is a famous French musician and composer. He was born on August 24, 1948, in Lyon, France. He is well known for his music that mixes electronic sounds with beautiful melodies. His music is often called electronic music because he uses many electronic instruments to make his songs. He is also famous for his big concerts, where he plays music in front of thousands of people, often with amazing lights and special effects. Jean-Michel Jarre's father was a famous composer too. His name was Maurice Jarre, and he wrote music for many movies. Jean-Michel grew up in a house full of music, and this inspired him to become a musician. He started learning music at a young age, and was very interested in the new electronic instruments that were being made in the 1960s and 1970s. These instruments were different from traditional instruments like the piano or the guitar. Instead of strings or keys, they used electricity and machines to make sounds. In the early 1970s, Jean-Michel Jarre started creating his own music using these new instruments. His music was very different from what people were used to hearing. It was very modern and futuristic. He used synthesizers, which are machines that can create a wide range of sounds, from simple notes to complex soundscapes. He also used a tool called a sequencer, which helps control and arrange the music. Jean-Michel Jarre loved to experiment with sounds and create new types of music that had never been heard before. Jean-Michel Jarre became famous in 1976 when he released an album called Oxygen. This album was a big success, and it made him known around the world. Oxygen has 6 tracks, and it is mostly instrumental, which means there are no voices singing in the music. Instead, Jean-Michel Jarre used electronic instruments to create a beautiful atmosphere. The music in Oxygen is calm and peaceful, but it also has energy and movement. Many people liked it because it felt new and different. The album was also very popular in many countries, and it sold millions of copies. After the success of Oxygen, Jean-Michel Jarre continued to make new music. He released another album called Quinox in 1978. This album was also very successful, and it had a similar style to Oxygen. The music was still mostly instrumental and used many of the same electronic instruments, but it had its own unique sound. People loved it because it felt like a journey through different moods and emotions. The album was also popular in many countries, and it helped Jean-Michel Jarre become one of the most famous electronic musicians in the world. In the 1980s, Jean-Michel Jarre started to focus more on live performances. He began to play concerts in big outdoor spaces, with thousands of people in the audience. These concerts were not just about the music. They also had amazing light shows, fireworks, and other special effects. One of his most famous concerts was in 1997, when he performed in Moscow to celebrate the 850th anniversary of the city. The concert was a huge event, and it was watched by millions of people on television. Jean-Michel Jarre's ability to mix music, technology, and art made his concerts very exciting and different from what people had seen before. In 1986, Jean-Michel Jarre released an album called Rendezvous. This album was also very successful and included the famous track Rendezvous IV, which was dedicated to astronaut Ronald McNair. Ronald McNair was a member of the crew of the Space Shuttle Challenger, which tragically exploded in 1986. Jean-Michel Jarre's music was often inspired by space and science fiction, and Rendezvous was no different. The album included sounds and melodies that seemed to tell a story of space travel and exploration. This album helped to continue Jean-Michel Jarre's reputation as a musician who could combine technology, art, and emotion in his music. Over the years, Jean-Michel Jarre has released many more albums, each with its own unique style and sound. He has continued to experiment with new technology and new ways of making music. He has also worked with many other musicians, artists, and people from different parts of the world. His music has influenced many other musicians and artists, and he is often seen as one of the pioneers of electronic music. One of the things that makes Jean-Michel Jarre's music so special is the way he uses technology. He has always been interested in how new technology can help create new sounds. He was one of the first musicians to use synthesizers and computers to make music, and he has always been interested in how technology can help tell a story or create an atmosphere. His music often feels like a journey, taking the listener from one place to another, and his concerts are known for their visual effects, which make the experience even more exciting. In addition to his music, Jean-Michel Jarre has also been involved in many projects that promote the use of technology and art. He has worked with scientists and engineers to create new instruments and technologies that can be used in music. He has also been involved in projects that use music to bring people together and to promote peace and understanding. His concerts and music have often had messages of hope and unity, and he has used his music to bring attention to important issues like the environment and the need for global cooperation. Jean-Michel Jarre's music is known for its ability to make people feel different emotions. Sometimes his music is calm and peaceful, and at other times it is full of energy and excitement. His ability to create music that can make people feel happy, sad, or excited has made him one of the most respected musicians in the world. His music has been used in films, television shows, and advertisements, and it continues to inspire new generations of listeners. Even though he is now in his 70s, Jean-Michel Jarre is still active in the music world. He continues to perform and create new music, and he remains an important figure in the world of electronic music. He is also an advocate for the use of technology in the arts, and has worked on many projects to explore how music and technology can come together in new and exciting ways. Jean-Michel Jarre's influence on the world of music is undeniable. He has helped shape the way people think about electronic music, and has inspired countless musicians and artists. His ability to combine technology, music, and art has made him one of the most important and influential musicians of his time. His work continues to be loved by fans around the world, and his legacy as a pioneer of electronic music is secure.